So here at the National Museum of Scotland, Rethinking Dementia to us means creating an inclusive, accessible, welcoming and safe space for people to come. So all our staff have been trained in supporting people with dementia, amongst many other accessible training opportunities. And we want the museum to be an extremely accessible place for as many people as possible. We have a whole range of resources that support that. We have things like clear signage and lifts and wheelchair access, to more kind of, you might say, intellectual access or sensory needs. So for example, we have a sensory map that supports people to enjoy the museum and understand where the different areas are, where there might be more crowds or there might be higher lighting. We have resources for people who are neurodiverse. We also have visual stories for people to enjoy our galleries and our special exhibitions. Inclusion and accessibility is something we practice every day here at the National Museum of Scotland.
And we do our museum social once a month. We welcome people coming in with tea and coffee and name badges so we all know who everyone is.
In the museum social, we typically have visitors come along from about 10:30 till 12. They'll come with their carers or their family members or with a care home sometimes.
And then we usually have a talk either by a curator or by another member of staff who's got a particular passion, and it's usually about something related to the museum, so something to do with our collections.
Usually quite light touch but very informative. And then we'll often have a couple icebreaker activities and a couple handling objects for them to look at in links to the museum and our exhibitions.
I think it's important that the museum does these things because this is a museum for everyone.
The Museum Social programme started over 10 years ago now, and one of the reasons we did this was because there was a lot of research demonstrating that people who carried on being active and were culturally engaged actually lived well for a long period of time. What makes the Museum Social different from a standard museum visit is the sense of safety and the space that we provide for people and the very bespoke care we give people.
We always aim for museum social attendees to feel very welcome and that they belong at museums, and just knowing they have a friendly face and loads of people that they know, and they're usually very curious at the end of their talk, so we always welcome questions and answers.
I'd say consistency is important because people visiting us for the museum socials get to know the same staff who are running it, and that they know the route to the location, so there's no surprises for them.
Fundamentally, it's about giving people a moment of joy and happiness in their day. To create memories together as well, new memories, which I think is really important for people. These are the kind of things that help people live well for longer and get the most out of life.
We are really happy to hear that the Museum Social is often the highlight of people's weeks, and I would find the Museum Social ensures we've got a great sense of community.
So we want the museum to be as accessible as possible, so we also offer relaxed mornings once every month.
We turn down all of the noises in the museum so that people can come in and have a quieter experience. People living with dementia are still people, and they still need to interact with the world in the same way that people not living with dementia do.
I think any business, any workplace can make a massive difference to people living with dementia. It's just about rethinking what you already have on offer and how you can adapt it to make it the most inclusive, accessible and welcoming environment that you can.